Sara Soueidan, Inclusive Web UI Engineer and Educator Lebanon, contributes to the Global Accessibility Pulse 2026 for GAAD and Intopia.
Is the web more accessible today than it was 10 years ago? If I were to answer this question with a simple yes or no, I would say no. Unfortunately, it's not. What has improved is awareness. Accessibility is more openly discussed among designers and developers today. The discussion is no longer confined to accessibility specialists. More designers and developers recognize the importance of accessibility and acknowledge it in their work, in their writings, and public discussions. This is mainly due to consistent advocacy from accessibility specialists. Of course, laws mandating accessibility have also been a contributing factor. But this increase in awareness has not translated into an equivalent improvement in outcomes. According to the WebAIM 2026 1 Million report, 95.9% of homepages had detected WCAG2 failures. The number increased from 94.8% in 2025, reversing a trend of small improvements in each of the previous 6 years. So there has been some steady improvement over the years, but that trend has recently, unfortunately, been reversed. And I believe that one of the main reasons, if not the primary reason, is in how accessibility is implemented in code. And I think that the rapid increase in AI-assisted coding has been one of the main culprits. AI-assisted coding has accelerated the production of inaccessible code at a scale and speed bigger than ever before. AI assistants tend to promote and suggest poor accessibility practices rather than reinforcing good ones, such as overusing ARIA in favor of meaningful semantic HTML. Combined with a serious lack of understanding of the fundamentals of accessibility and the general de-skilling of developers as a result of AI dependence, this creates a serious concern. According to the WebAIM report, ARIA code increased 27% in just 1 year and is over 6 times higher than it was in 2019. And increased ARIA usage on pages was associated with higher detected errors. The purpose of ARIA is to help us make rich internet applications accessible. And if you work in accessibility, you know that using ARIA is inevitable, important even. But misunderstanding ARIA leads to both misuse and overuse, which in turn results in the creation of more barriers to access for people with disabilities. Unfortunately, HTML, the foundation of the accessible web, is still undervalued and looked down on. And this issue is compounded by modern tooling, frameworks, and libraries such as React that promote patterns that rely heavily on ARIA. That and big companies like OpenAI promoting ARIA as being a catch-all solution for accessibility instead of advocating for accessibility fundamentals such as meaningful semantic HTML and using ARIA only when necessary. So while I am hopeful for seeing more people talking about the importance of accessibility than ever before, the web is still not meaningfully more accessible today than it was 10 years ago. In some ways, it may be getting worse.
Watch all the responses to the Global Accessibility Pulse 2026 at intopia.digital/global-accessibility-pulse-2026.